win? How are we going to win like this?
Who would like to start?
I've been battling with something today. Charlotte, you know how close we are, right? But I've just got to speak my truth. I saw you having a conversation with Zach, and it just got a bit heated.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
I think I watched you, and the whole thing with Zach, and you said that you thought he was a traitor, was exactly what I saw in Miles.
Okay.
It was the same thing, you know? So, yeah, I'm just awful having this conversation, but I just feel like I had to
Don't feel
face it.
awful for having suspicions. Everyone has got suspicions of everyone. I would be lying if I said I hadn't thought about yourself because of how quiet you were at the table at times. But I reacted because I wasn't even able to answer Zach, and it irritated me because he was asking me questions that he wouldn't let me answer, and he was just asking me the next question straight away. And that's where, to me, I was getting frustrated because I thought, well, hold on, if you let me just finish, then you would get your answer. I asked myself this today. Why would I still be here if I am causing disruption at tables, if I am not getting my name wrote on a board? So I had to think who is close to me, and it's got to be someone really close. My question mark is a little bit on you, Paul, if I'm honest. And I'm not the only person. It hurts like how to say it, but you just seem in too many near scrapes for there not to be no smoke without fire sort of situation.
This sets me up perfectly. Like you said, I've tossed and turned as to why I'm still here and stuff, and the two main things I've come about is people around this table know that I would literally walk through fire with all of you on my back to win a mission. And then the other reason is I'm really close to someone. So I've got to go with yourself as well, Paul.
Oh my God, what is going on? What on earth has happened?
To begin with, I feel like you overcompensate. So when it comes to people who have accused you, you jump straight onto telling us why you're faithful, and you don't let them have a chance to breathe or think. And then that also comes in with you're the biggest personality outside the room, and as soon as it comes to a round table, you've been quiet until it's been a traitor, and you seem to have basically then stuck your neck out. Going back to the whole condemned situation, I feel like we all overlooked that. I feel like it was basically a massive cock-up from the traitors. As in, you thought it was a good idea to put you and Ash down in the dungeon. You would have been told that someone could have been saved the next day, and I think you being the most popular, you thought you would be saved. And then when it was Andrew, that sort of cocked the whole thing up. I've just found out in the journey back from that mission, not only today have you brought Zach and Jazz into the picture, you've even brought myself in, because apparently I was angry about not getting a shield or something like that. To me, it's a bit like now you're chucking names out there to cause chaos.
He has his eyes wide open with his role as a traitor.
Well, that was a lot of information to process, mate. Your name came up in the car today as just a fleeting thing, and we literally brought it up as a passing comment, and it was squashed as quick as it came up.
I think Jasmine brought it up. We all talked about it for about 10 seconds.
And you should know me well enough to know that I wouldn't go in like
Yeah, no, I was just saying, from my
right?
point of view, it's as if you're setting like seeds, that's all it was. And then you're waiting to see which one bites.
We were just chatting about the mission, man.
I've always had my suspicions over you, Paul. Even from the start, I think I was one of the first people to raise your name. And sometimes I feel like, why am I still here? Maybe, is it because if you took me out, is it so obvious that it comes and draws back to yourself? The second point, the way you put all your eggs in one basket and suggested that Miles is a traitor, I was thinking, wow, this guy's 100% sure.
It wasn't just Paul bringing Miles' attention. We all just thought about it, and I thought about it as well, didn't he?
And also, I wasn't 100% on Miles, but I feel like to convince the group.
Because you had your own thoughts about Miles, but you seem to be relying very heavily on Diane's last words to make your argument.
Because I think Diane's words are trusted more than mine.
Yeah, but Diane wasn't 100% sure because, just because she obviously got murdered, she didn't know who did it. So when she said that to you, she still didn't know.
Guys, can I just like pitch in, because this is getting mad, and like, I feel like it's becoming a witch hunt. And look, Harry, I think you're a clever guy, man. I think your theories, there could be something to it, 100%. Paul, I don't think you are a traitor, mate. Like, in my bones, I don't think you are. And I think if you are one of the best actors I've ever seen. Because that is nuts. And look, that could happen. I'm not saying it couldn't. Jazz, you are doing some behaviour which has been mental. Not voting Miles and suddenly voting Andrew. You didn't vote Ash. Like, it's just stuff that I can't turn my head away from that.
My behaviour coming into this process has remained the same. I go with my gut. And there's been times when I've got that wrong, and there's been times when I've got that right.
Why didn't you vote for Miles?
Because I want to stick to my gut.
But we had cold, hard evidence it was Miles, and you didn't vote for him knowing he was a traitor.
Yeah, I know, but we also all went for Anthony, and...
Yeah, but it's a very different situation.
But if that is the case, what I'm deducing from that is that you decided to stray away from the whole team and do something on your own. It's a bit weird.
Makes no sense.
What, Paul? Did you say something?
Sorry, mate. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense.
Well, obviously you're going to say that because he's got his view.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I promise you now, collectively, as a group, that moment there doesn't make sense.
Jazz, mate, I think one of the reasons why I don't think you voted for the traitors is because you're a man of integrity, you're a man of trust, and like, I think that you've been up there with the traitors and you've gone, there is no way I would turn on you.
Like, not once have you brought my name up. This morning, during breakfast, I just feel as though you perhaps might have been recruited, if I'm honest. The other thing is, after the mission, I was in the car with Harry, Molly, and Evie, and it's just interesting as well that Evie, yourself, and Molly, you've not really had the courage, like you did in the car, to say what you need to say about Paul.
Whoa! That's a huge deflection.
It feels a lot of deflecting, man.
Are you a traitor?
I'm definitely a faithful.
You have been doing dodgy behaviour, and I'm not just coming for you tonight.
I just hope you haven't been recruited, that's all.
I haven't been recruited,
because
I promise you
I've never seen you back Paul so much before, ever.
But he's not really backing me. It's only because, like...
He's just a man who's just been crumbling. Why would I put all my eggs in one basket? Because if he's a traitor, it completely condemns me.
If I do stand up there, just please all remember...
Same, mate.
Paul.
Same.
Christ almighty.
How are we going to win? How are we going to win like this?